sides that like
Well,
to,
you would actually almost have a debate stage, right? At times.
yeah. Oh,
So they
he's
stand up and
actually had those
yeah,
conversations with people. Yep.
right. So you think of your old high school debate team, that kind of
Yep.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it is debates, and so he's saying it's all determined. And then somebody else gets up and says, "Nope, nope, nope, it's free
Hold
will."
on, Mr. Sapolsky.
and and hell, even me, and now to his credit, even Sapolsky says he doesn't really like it when somebody takes his free will away,
No.
even if it's himself taking his free will away.
Right.
So, uh, and that's what we're going to talk about today, right? So how somebody is learned. If you guys don't know, just look up Robert Sapolsky. He wrote the book "Why Zebras Don't Have Ulcers," right? Or
Why
something.
zebras don't get ulcers, right?
Why zebras? He's very learned. Probably could have a P, 3 or 4 PhDs.
He's got a few of those things.
But so, but nevertheless, he's a pretty good talker and a candid kind of guy. And yeah, he knows those words. You don't have free will. Grate us, and he will even say it grates him. Like, eh.
Yep.
But then this rational thinking data collection mind of his shows up. Like, no, 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 it's determined. Now, before you folks go too nuts on it, it's really pretty simple. Hello, John Mastino. It's really,
John.
if you'll think about it like this, you probably did not get to choose who your parents were.
Nope. Nobody asked me.
No. And that means that you ended up being born wherever your mother happened to be at the time of your birth. You know? And so somewhere on Earth here, we haven't had any extraterrestrial births yet. So somewhere here on Earth, you were born. Well, here comes the word. Where you were born determines all, even for anybody, it's almost all your life.
Yeah.
Because if you're born in a Muslim country, you're going to be a Muslim.
Yep.
If you're born in a Christian country, you're going to be a Christian.
You're laying down early.
If you're born into wealth, you're going to be wealthy. If you're born into poverty, you're going to be in poverty. And you didn't get to choose that. That was not there. And so then it's like, well, yeah, but still, somebody born in poverty, they can pull themselves up by their own bootstraps and work their way out of poverty. In reality, folks, that does not happen very often.
Very slim.
Your odds are very slim because of the circumstances, the context that you were born into. Ergo, that word determined comes up. So when you look at it from that big picture, you can go, well, yeah, I did not have free will in choosing my parents. Nobody does.
Nope. No argument there.
You just don't have it. So right there, you have a problem with free will. Right there, you don't. And in so many of your decisions, your behaviors were based on where you were born and where you grew up. Phil and I were having fun the other day with. I had a playground picture of an old beat up.
Oh yeah.
Merry-go-round and a bent slide. And the caption says, "This is why my generation's tougher than yours." It was a rough looking playground, let me tell you.
But it was literally the playground we had to play in.
That's what I had. That's what Phil had.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, that shaped us. We didn't have a choice.
Nope.
That's the playground we had to play with, or play on, or whatever. We didn't determine that. We interacted with it, and so there comes that interaction. Oh well. Now Phil could choose to go on the merry-go-round thingy.
Yeah. Or I could
Or
choose to go down the bent slide.
ta-da! And you're going, well, he made that choice, right? But the choice came at the end of a whole line
It was
of
determined by the equipment I had to play with.
right and the city he was born in and the
Yep.
places, this,
Yep. Yep.
you know, that all came down to this little bitty window that feels just like free choice.
Doesn't it always?
It just does. It's like, no, I had the power of choice to do that or that. And I'm on purpose making it two discrete choices. Merry-go-round,
Bent
slide.
slide.
And it was a bit slide, like
Right.
so that adds an extra level of difficulty.
A bent slide on a hot day. There's another level of difficulty.
Ooh, ow, ooh.
All the way down.
So anyway, we're having fun, but you get it. So we're having fun with this debate that these people have. So within that little teeny window of where it feels like you have free choice, every once in a while, these aha moments show up, and I could even do it with the playground thing. And this happened a lot with the merry-go-round, which was, whoa.
Yeah.
We could do this.
Right.
Like, then that's an aha moment.
Right.
We can get a chain of people.
Yeah.
Which usually involve danger.
Oh, yeah. Instead of having one person push, we could get 3 or 4 pushing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we could get it. So it was going super fast.
Yeah.
And you always love playgrounds where it was a well-oiled merry-go-round.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those were the best. And the worst were those creaky ones.
Oh, yeah, and the rusted out ones. Yeah.
It can't get them going fast. But anyway, you came up with aha ideas. Now where does that come from? And that's the aha moments. And Sapolsky himself talks about aha moments. And if you look at it from a function, I'm going to get it any day now. Relational frame theory viewpoint. Those are derived.
Yeah.
DERIVE, meaning, you know, I give you some information, and I don't give you the last bit of information. So if I tell you that A equals B, let that go away. And then I say B equals C, and I just stay silent. Most people will come up. They will derive something. Don't worry, I'm not going to bust your brain. A equals C. That's the derivation. Voila. Well, was that determined? How you feel? Right there. Was that determined? Or was that derived?
That was a derivation.
Or was and now Phil's cute.
Well,
he says,
I would say it was determined to derive.
It was a determined derivation.
Determined, yes.
So I guess we need to coin a new term. Determined derivations. Now, at this point, your brain will fry. There's no way around it. And I'm going to tell you why there's no way around it. That your brain won't fry. My brain fries. Sapolsky's brain fries. Everybody's brain fries.
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't care. And what it is we don't have a slide that has senses, but up at the top, can you see my cursor going around, Phil?
No.
You can't see my cursor. Well, at the top of that diagram, the top arrow.
I could put this here.
Phil can show it. Let's do it over there. Because by now, people have read the questions. I think. Maybe.
We hope. Read them quick if you haven't.
Yeah, quick. I'm going to hide them. And
here we go.
There's Phil. He's showing his big slide. Senses up at the top there. Okay, so
right there.
Let's say that you, oh, remember those old flash? Well, even now they have flash bulbs right on cameras.
Oh yeah.
Poof.
Yep.
Back in the day, they had flash powder.
And they had the bulbs that you had to buy. They pop it out and have to pop in
Yeah,
the
I
new.
remember the little square things.
Yeah,
Little,
yeah.
yeah, they go poof. Okay, that's the senses. Light. Now you think that the speed from that flash of light down to your mind is instantaneous. That's what you think. It's not. Not. And a way to think about that is if you've ever watched the Winter Olympics, and in the last 4 years or so, especially in speed skating, they measure the times all the way down to a thousandths of a second. So you've got 25 point, and then it's got 3 decimal places. That's thousandths of a second. Well, that's what this is measured in. And it takes a good 40 milliseconds or so, 41 thousandths of a second, for that flash to get from your senses to your mind. How you feel? Would a speed skater win by a difference of 20 milliseconds?
That's the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, that might be the difference between a gold medal and not even making the podium.
Or yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's how tight those times are in speed skating. Well, that's the time we're talking about for that time it takes for the sensory stuff to happen to where your mind it reaches your mind, and it takes even longer before what is known as a perception shows up. And that would be, oh, that was a flashbulb.
Oh yeah.
That's a perception. Or, ooh, that was a lightning bolt.
Yeah, it was a lightning bolt.
You know, whatever the source of light was, once you, and by the way, that's a little aha moment, folks. It's aha, that was a lightning bolt. Aha, that was a flash cam. That kind of thing. But it takes, and that takes even more. Then you get debates like 40 to 250 milliseconds. The 250 is long into that perception. That's a little wrong. But nevertheless, you get the idea. And ain't none of us have any friggin' awareness of that period of time. And that's
totally lost to us.
And that's why I wanted to talk about this today, is because, I mean, I just don't see a way out of the debate, because none of us have this awareness, a verbal awareness, one that we can then talk about that period of time. We can measure it. We can see it on a CAT scan or something.
Yep.
Brainwave studies, kind of stuff like that, so we can see it going on in somebody else. But for our own experience,
it is lost to us.
And guess what we call that? Free will. We have a name for it.
Yeah.
And it feels a lot better to say that, in my opinion, than to call it, it was determined. Whatever was happening in that amount of time was determined. I'm sure Sapolsky would say, yeah, it is. Okay. But he doesn't have access to that period of time any better than any of the rest of us. That's a period of time Einstein didn't have access to. Nobody does, because it's a lie. Things in the factory have to happen, right? The raw materials come in one door, and the finished product goes out the other door.
Yep.
That time in between,
conveyor belt of actions in between there, right?
Conveyor belt of actions. That's right. we don't have awareness of it.
No.
We might be able to finally do brain scans of it, show it that way. We might even get to where we could show it neuron by neuron, dendrite by dendrite, as it happened. Okay, but you personally,
Not going to experience it.
you're not going to experience it. You're not going to know it, and so I think I would be a real debate killer. Oh, folks, I got street cred in this. I have a dissertation in it.
Mm.
Right. There's not many humans that have written a dissertation on this stuff. I'm one of them.
It's a mouthful too.
Oh my God, what is it? What are the effects of repetition priming on a lexical decision task? Evidence for visual word processing during something, visual during word recognition.
Mm.
What's that mean? You get flashed a word, the conveyor belt stuff that Phil talked about.
There it goes.
And so that process, you can speed it up with priming. There you go. And my dissertation showed that you can indeed speed it up with priming. Meaning you can, if I say oranges, apples are now primed.
Right.
That's what that means. And so mine was repetition. I was priming it with the word itself. That works too, by the way. Works even better than oranges to apples. You just go orange to orange. Boom. Processing is much faster. Well, we didn't specifically know that before my dissertation.
Mm.
So we wrote that. So that's why I've studied this. Phil knows I've told the story before. I spent 3 or 4 years of my life studying 250 milliseconds. And only strange weirdos do that. So I'm in part ashamed. But now I play with bees. Play with it if you want. But I've never let it up. And so that's why when I get to the debate about this, I always land on I haven't come across anybody, and I've read a lot of Sapolsky too.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't come across anybody that explains that lag. And for good reason. It's not available to explain. You just don't have it. And I mean, that's not a bad thing or a good thing. It is thing. It's just not there. And so then, but that's not going to stop humans from imagining what goes on. Bingo. Now we got religion and stuff.
Yep. Yep. Religion, philosophy, all of that good stuff.
All that stuff going on. And really a lot of it is about that invisible lag time between sensation and perception.
Teeny.
It's way less than a half a second. Less than a half a second. Really, what is it? Slightly less than an eye blink or something. I can't remember. Yeah, it's less than an eye blink because an eye blink takes a lot longer than the perception stuff. But you don't have the words for it. So that's where we get. So we know for sure people derive stuff. Why do we know that for sure, Phil?
Well, back to the playground, Kevin.
Watch kids.
Just watch them play. Give a bunch of kids a stick and then just go sit down for a while.
Or even better, a stick in a can.
Yeah, stick in a can. Yep.
You all know that you don't have to teach a kid this. You give them a stick and give them a can.
They are born derivers.
It is not very long before they're going to go, I can whack that can with this stick. And that's just going to be the first thing they think of doing.
Hell yeah.
Then there will be other stuff they'll come
up. They're going to piggyback off all that. Yep.
Right. And of course, that's what us humans are good at,
Yeah.
is making those derivations, taking this and this, and slamming them together. And even me, it seems awfully weird to think that that's derived.
Yeah. Yeah. It does seem odd.
It's just odd.
Yeah. They go, yeah. Huh.
But it's happening in that little friggin' window of time we can't
It is
see.
going on. As you say, faster than you can blink your eye.
We don't know. We don't know. But we call them derivations. In layperson language, it's aha moments.
Yeah.
Which actually, the development of language has a lot to do with aha moment.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know a word. I figured it out.
Yeah.
It really is for kids. It's a aha moment. They even describe in functional contextualism, and I think in other places, this aha moment of that separation from your parents. Like, ooh, I'm me, and and you're you.
Yeah.
I'm here, you're there. Boom, the self was just born.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the human race. Because for then you didn't have that. That was an aha moment. You usually labeled that as what it was. So now we have more. I even have one every 6 months or so these days.
Yeah. Just kind of wanders into your experience.
I have a pretty boring life now. Maybe with the bees. Maybe I'll go, aha.
There you go. There you go.
Are you with your keto? You do keto.
Oh man, keto is all derived. You kidding? You got 3 people coming at you at once. You derive something up.
Just like the old James Bond movie.
Yep.
You win every time.
Yep.
I'm only kidding. So no, that's it, folks. That's what. So are they? What did we ask? Are they aha moments? Are they determined or derived?
Right,
and we knew the answer.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yep. Everybody gets a prize here.
We're determined to derive.
Yep.
But I think, folks, it is calming, at least for me. Maybe even for Phil, I don't know. To just accept that there's that lag period of time that we don't have access to.
Yeah.
And it could well be one of the few things ever for our human existence is that we never will. I mean, we'll do a lot of other stuff and know a lot more stuff about the brain, but we're not going to know about that lag time.
That'll still remain a mystery.
It'll be a mystery. Because even if we know the mechanics of it, that's not enough.
Yeah, no.
It's the experience of it.
Yeah.
And I find comfort in that.
I was going to say, it's comforting to me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It has to be okay. It is. That's what it is.
What I'm going to say, it's not okay. Okay.
Yeah, if it's not okay, it don't matter. It's still going to be the same.
It's still going to keep happening.
Right. So that's funny. Sometimes out on the web, you might even find the matrices will tilt the line a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The vertical line, and what we're doing is showing the lag time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been at this for years.
Oh yeah. All kind of fun stuff you can do with
fun stuff. It's not instantaneous.
Nope.
So there you go, folks. We spent 30 minutes probably. Now, I hate to be triple X or anything, but some people would call this mental masturbation.
You're right. As in, you may have just wasted the perfectly good 30 minutes and you could have been doing something else.
And it's worse. It wasn't even real masturbation.
Right.
There was nothing. You get nothing for this.
No, yeah.
But we must get some pleasure out of it. We keep coming back to it, playing around with it,
True.
looking a little bit at Sapolsky stuff, this and that. For the average person, layperson psychology, I think I've explained the lag time to enough people. Once they got used to that I was a nut, I would look at such things. But I've explained it, and they go, "Oh, yeah, I get that. I get it."
Yep.
Well, and once you do, what are you going to do with it? Nothing.
No, you can fight it.
However, let's finish up with this. What we've known from the inception of the Matrix, Phil's witness,
Yep.
2009,
Yep.
witness to this, was that I would say words like this, was that we're noticing the difference between sensory experiencing and mental experiencing to increase the probability of derived relational responding. Aha moments. So to say it another way, we're noticing the difference between sensory experiencing and mental experiencing to increase aha moments. We started in 2009. We are now in 2024. And we can say, from our own experience, I don't know about experiments, but from our own experience with literally thousands of people.
Thousands, yes.
Tens of thousands by now, that works.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. It's just the darndest thing. Yeah.
I mean, I accidentally came up with it, folks. And see, there's my own head. Was it determined that I would come up with?
Now there's the question. Yes.
I don't know. Don't care. I do know it works though. That thing of increasing the probability of aha moments, because we could do it with an audience, folks. Do just do the 4 questions like I had up before. Right. Just have people answer the 4 questions. By the way, that's a back door to noticing the difference between your sensory and mental experiencing. I'm not going to explain that today, but it works. And just do the 4 questions, and voila, they'll start deriving and aha right before your eyes. It's wild. And it's almost at will you can do it. I mean, you can show it to people and they'll aha for you.
Yeah. You can summon forth a derivation.
I mean, which is weird power, right? Because you have no control over what aha is going to show up.
No.
None whatsoever. All you're doing is
watch the derivations show up.
All right, that's it. So you start it,
the engine, get it going,
and then you just watch.
Yep.
Watch what happens. And so that's what this was for. All those years ago was to increase the probability of derived relational responding. It's like, Kevin, where did you get that crap at? Because I was studying relational frame theory and stuff at the time. And then, it was relational frame theory. And they talked about derived relational responding.
Yep.
Okay, so the main thing is that you want to have aha moments toward the life that you want to be leading. Okay? So you conjure up, you think of, well, what kind of life would I like to have? Okay, I can see it sort of kind of in my mind's eye.
Off there in the distance.
Yep. I can see it. So now how do I get there? Well, you ain't got a clue. None of us do. But now, if you notice the difference between your sensory experiencing and mental, or just ask yourself the 4 questions, you'll probably go, oh, well, I might do this. Voila. That's it.
Got yourself a derivation.
And it might work for a life that you want to be leading. It just might not work either. But either way, you'll learn and you'll keep doing the stuff that works, and you won't do the stuff that doesn't work, and you'll get back to it. It's really cool. So that's what this all is. And notice we're really not focused on the mysterious 40 to 200 milliseconds or
Or
so.
need to mention it.
We just know that ahas are in there.
Right. Yes, they lurk within.
There's ahas lurking in that cave.
Turn around the free will versus determinism thing. Just go right around it. Choop.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just wave at that on the
Yeah,
way.
there it is. You guys have fun arguing.
Hence our answer. Our aha moments, are they determined or derived? The answer is yes. And go on about your business. Don't worry about it. But just ask yourself the 4 questions. Our last video was just ask yourself the four questions. Works like a charm. Believe me, folks, I'm as surprised as anybody. I mean, I didn't really think it would. I must have thought it would work. But then again, I didn't know. No way I would know. And it worked. Like, son of a bitch.
And it keeps on working. It just keeps on working.
And I could run down the street and show it to a group of people right now, and they would probably start aha-ing right before my eyes.
Yep.
You'll say, "Oh my God, I can use this with this, and I can do this, and I could take my wife flowers. I can do this." I just, and as I say, you don't have any control over what they derive. The aha moments they have just shows up. So anyway, go do it. Go play with it. Way fun, and people enjoy it. They get a good time at it.
They like having aha experiences.
Yeah, there's a endorphin thingy or whatever happens.
Yeah, and I like them having.
Or is it dopamine? What is it that is?
Dopamine, isn't it? Would it be dopamine?
Yeah, I think it's
a little reward there, a little.
But I think in the end, you probably get a little endorphin.
There's a little mix in there, I think. Yeah.
Endorphin.
Sapolsky would say there's some kind of a mix going on.
Yeah, a little mix going on.
Yeah.
Whatever. It feels good. Go do it. It's once you start doing it, it's fun.
Yep.
All you teachers out there, you want to have fun in your classroom?
Definitely.
Ditch the lesson plan once in a while and just do the 4 questions.
Show them the 4 questions. Let them have fun with it.
They will take off.
Oh, they will. Yeah, they will.
Or even like your teams, like you have a boring team thing at work or something. You do the 4 questions. I'm not saying every single day, but every once in a while you do. People just have a blast.
It spices things up.
It spices things up. People have a good time, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. But it doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. But then every once in a while, maybe you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you go, what about those empty seconds that I can't, or milliseconds that I can't see? And I hope that doesn't keep you up at night.
Yeah, just go back to sleep.
It's not worth it. Anyway, you guys have fun. We've had quite a few people show up.
Yeah, very nice.
Showing up. And we do know that these titles, people actually, a few hundred people watch them on YouTube. So. And they stay for a long time. So who knows what'll come of this? Maybe Robert Sapolsky will watch one of them.
Would that be cool?
He'd be. Oh, he'd have fun with us.
Yeah, he would. Maybe he'd even give us a like.
Give us a like, right? Subscribe, like. Yeah. We don't do a lot of that. We just do what we do.
We just show it to people.
We try to be comfortable in our own skins and do a little bit of YouTube.
Yep.
We're not famous by any stretch of the imagination. Even though I do get feeds of other people doing Act Matrix videos.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That's weird. But whatever floats your boat. But you heard what it was meant for in the beginning. Notice the difference between sensory experiencing and mental experiencing, and that probably increases the probability, that is the chances of aha moments. That's it.
Yep. Right there.
And probably, I'll even say the better way to do it is just do the 4 questions.
Yeah.
That's better, because then you automatically establish the long-term goal. And in case, I don't mean to surprise you, it's your relationships. Who's important?
Down here.
That's the biggie. So that establishes the long-term goal, and then you'll aha toward that. And your spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever will love it. So,
oh yes, most definitely.
They like it when you aha up flowers and dinner and kisses and hugs and all that good stuff.
Yep.
That's it. It's Friday.
Yes.
Of no importance of this week. Summer just began. This is June the 21st, 2024. So if you're watching this in like 2042 or something, hey, that happens. That's when we were recording it. This is Phil and Kevin.
Greetings from the past.
Greetings from the past, and we're just having a fairly good time. That's the old saying, if we'd all just go about having a pretty good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the answer.
Right. now, Vonnegut put it a little bit coarser. He said, we're here to fart around.
Yeah, just to fart around, right? Life is a journey, not a destination. Yeah. That's another way of saying it. You're not going to get anywhere.
No. No. You're already here.
You're not going to solve anything either. It's not going to be solved. No. Just
enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride. That's it. Enjoy the ride. And so you see a couple of guys asking ourselves the 4 questions a lot and enjoying the ride. And we do presentations and stuff too. Hey, let's get in some advertising. We do
presentations, workshop.
Yeah, we do workshops, online, offline.
Yep.
Travel to cool places.
We're flexible.
Yeah, we're flexible. We used to travel a lot before COVID.
Yeah. COVID shut a lot of stuff down.
COVID shut a lot of that down. It'd still go. If you want, we will be from out of state with slides.
Right.
That's the definition of an expert.
Yeah. You're not at home and you have slides. I used to be carrying a briefcase, but nobody does that anymore. So
no, you'd be better off now doing a backpack.
Yeah, backpack.
Yeah, you'd look more.
Yeah,
legit. More learned if you did a backpack.
Yep.
Haul out your laptop, show them your PowerPoints. That's your slides now.
Yep.
Make sure to mention you're from out of town. Out of state's better, and out of country's even better.
The further away, the more street cred you have.
The more expert you are.
Want distant gigs.
Like if we went all the way to like Japan.
Oh man,
we'd be mega experts.
Oh yeah.
But if we only go to California, you can notice we're irreverent, to say the least. But we do like to go out and present, meet people and stuff. So, and we've got some books out.
Yeah, books out, and we put some courses up there recently for people that need education units.
If you're on Crowdcast, you can click the button. I think even on YouTube, I have it hooked up to Jack Matrix Captain, and you can watch our APA-approved training videos on how to do acceptance and commitment therapy. That's the more serious branch of this. Bill and I don't play too much with that.
No.
Except for teaching it. We prefer to goof off and have fun.
Yeah,
we're messing around. Oh well, that's it. We got all the plugs in. We got everything.
We did it.
We will go on about our business.
Yeah,
and be back on Monday.
Right.
To do a title we have yet to determine.
We're going to derive up a title.
we're going to hide.
Yeah.
We'll go.
We know one will show up.
Yeah, we have every bit of confidence it'll show up, but it hasn't yet.
Not there.
We'll go, and we won't even worry about it. It'll show up. See you Monday.
Take care. Bye.